Hello, this is Patrick Posey with Porsche Ontario, and today we're going to be doing a walk around in our brand new 2023 718 Boxster S. As we begin at the front end of our 718 Boxster S, this Porsche has been painted in our gorgeous GT Silver Metallic. This is one of Porsche's longest lasting colors and is available for the 2023 model year. We'll also note that it does have bi-xenon headlights, which will produce farther illumination at nighttime driving. We'll also note the chrome domes right here. These are for the headlight washer assembly. Standard equipment for every Boxster S will be front parking sensors as well as rear parking sensors, and our classic gold, black, and red Porsche crest right on the hood. Now, being that our Boxsters are mid-engine vehicles, at the front of the vehicle we will have some trunk space, also known as the frunk. This particular Porsche is outfitted with Porsche entry and drive, so you will be able to slide your hand right below the Porsche crest, slide your hand to open up, and it will raise. Now, within the front trunk area, you will have just enough room to fit a couple carry-ons, a backpack, reusable bags, or any items you may use on the go. Also within the front trunk area will be your roadside kit accessories and the emergency release in case anyone falls in. As we move along to the driver's side, one thing to note will be the amber turn markers at the front end of the vehicle. They come standard from Porsche and amber, however through Porsche's equipment, you're able to get them in clear. Now, this particular Boxster S is resting on the Carrera S design wheels, and this set has been painted in jet black metallic. Now, the rearview mirror will feature a sport design base here, which can be painted to match through Porsche if you order your vehicle. Now, this model has a Porsche entry and drive system, meaning that you can touch the handle here to lock the car and simply put your hand in the handle to open to unlock the vehicle. This will work on driver and passenger sides. Now, one thing to note on the driver and passenger sides of the vehicle will be the air intakes right behind the doors. These are finished in black, however through Porsche you can get them paint to match in the exterior body color. And as we get closer to the rear end of the vehicle, one thing to note will be the red brake calipers on the front and rear of the car. Per Porsche's S model vehicles, this will be standard equipment to have the calipers finished in red. This Boxster S was finished with a roadster roof in black, however you are able to order them in blue or red through Porsche. Now, right below where the roadster roof is lying is going to be the 2.5 liter Boxster 4 engine, which is turbocharged, producing 350 horsepower. It also produces 309 pound-feet of torque. This translates into a 0 to 60 of 4.4 seconds and a top speed of 177 miles per hour. It is recommended to retract the roof while the vehicle is stationary. However, at speeds at 20 miles per hour or lower, the roof can still be retracted. As we continue to the rear end of the vehicle, we will note the spoiler here. Now, it is in its resting position, however, Porsche has manufactured it to deploy at 55 miles an hour and it will retract at speeds lower than 30 miles an hour. The neat thing that I personally like about this car is that you can deploy it within the cabin of the vehicle. There's a button in the center console to raise it or lower it as you please. Also in the trunk of the vehicle will be the oil filler cap as well as the coolant overflow tank. Standard equipment from Porsche will feature the rear Porsche 718 Boxster S badge designation in silver. However, it can be optioned in high gloss black or painted to match an exterior body color. It does feature rear parking sensors and a rear view camera. And below we'll see the two tailpipes finished in silver. Now, compared to the standard Boxster, which has a single outlet, the S models will feature the dual tailpipes. This can also be optioned in high gloss black through Porsche. Now, we've hopped into the cabin of our Boxster S. I'm 6'3", and as you can see, I fit comfortably within here, and I can grab the steering wheel with no problem at all. The steering wheel is telescopic, so you can pull the lever down and pull it closer, push it away, or lift it up or down. This Boxster S features the 14-way adjustable front seats with seat adjustment on the left-hand side on the driver's side, the right-hand side on the passenger side, and you will notice a set 1, 2, and key button. This is for your seat and key memory. The door handles are located here. You will have rear-view mirror control as well as your window control on the door. Moving along to the dashboard, on the far left-hand side, there will be the headlight control. The neat thing is that every Porsche will come with automatic headlights, so you just make sure the dial is always facing directly north. To the right of that will be the ignition for the vehicle. This particular Porsche has Porsche entry and drive, meaning that there will be a faux key in the ignition slot. Without that option, you will still plug in the key manually, turn clockwise to turn your Porsche on, make sure your foot is on the brake. On the left-hand side of the steering wheel will be your turn signal indicators as well as the hands-free function at the very end. Directly below that will be the cruise control feature. On the right-hand side will be the windshield wiper controls. This steering wheel has been wrapped in leather, and now this Porsche features our 7-speed PDK or Porsche Doppelkupplung transmission, meaning you will have paddle shifting capability. On the left-hand side of the steering wheel will be the downshift function, and on the right-hand side will be the upshift function, indicated by the minus and plus sign respectively. Now on the face of the steering wheel, on the left, we have volume control, answering the phone as they come in, a programmable diamond key. On the right-hand side will be the hang-up method, the back button, and the scrolling wheel for the TFT display on the right gauge. Now this particular Boxster S features the Sport Chrono package. Not only does it match with the chronometer on the dashboard, you will have a drive mode switch on the lower right portion of the steering wheel. When the Porsche turns on, it is a passive system and always turns into its normal or off mode. However, once you rotate this to the right, it will engage Sport mode. One more click to the right will engage Sport Plus. Once more, we'll turn you to individual or customizable individual mode. And then once again, we'll put it back to its normal mode. Now the gauges we see behind the steering wheel, on the left will be our miles per hour, on the right will be your tachometer, the lower portion of the digital screen will show your speed digitally, and on the right will be our digital TFT display. As we scroll the wheel on the steering wheel down, we'll see some other sub-menus for audio, trip odometer, tire pressure monitoring, chronometer which matches with the chrono on the dashboard, G-force meter, and back to our vehicle sub-menu. At the very top will be your fuel gauge, and directly below will show you the time as well as the temperature outside. Now the controls below the Porsche communication management system will be the dual zone climate control for driver and passenger sides. Directly below that will be the optional heated and ventilated front seat control. This is good for driver and passenger sides. Once again, this Porsche features our 7-speed PDK or Porsche Doppelkupplung, meaning that you have your transmission here and a standard shift pattern of park, reverse, neutral, and drive. When the vehicle is in drive, you can pull the transmission to your left to do the manual bump shifting if you'd like. Directly below that will be your hazard lights and door locks. On the left-hand side here will be the Porsche stability management, and on the right will be the rear spoiler control, sport exhaust, and auto start-stop function. Now directly in front of the passenger, right above the glove box will be this small panel. Once pressed, push in here and it will deploy the cup holders. This can be closed for a clean look. We'll go ahead and jump into the most exciting part of this walk around, the driving segment. I'll have the vehicle started in its normal mode. I have the seat fitted to myself perfectly here. It is a little cold here in California, so I did pull the top up and the heater is on. We'll go ahead and begin. As we hit the main road here, we'll go ahead and get a slow idle, give a little bit of power. Excellent takeoff. Now my personal favorite feature about the 718 model line, especially our Boxster and Cayman S's, is the mid-engine performance. We'll give it some gas. From a rolling start about 20 miles an hour, about up to 45. What a well-balanced ride. The mid-engine performance is unparalleled to anything else. Now, the neat thing about having a mid-engine rear-wheel drive car is that even for the most novice driver, it does create a lot of confidence behind the wheel of the vehicle. Having 350 horsepower in a car like this is magnificent. There are models that do come with higher horsepower. However, for the S, it is a perfect blend of horsepower and driving performance. So we just turned right onto Archibald, and we're about to hit the 10 freeway, so we'll go ahead and engage sport mode. And as we do that, the RPMs will jump, the throttle response does become a little bit more touchy. We'll give it some gas here. This is a banking right turn. Ultra smooth shifting from that PDK. Porsche does a great job at blending that. Now we do have a little bit of traffic here, but letting my foot off the gas, the RPMs do hold for a bit. The car's sensing that it does want to take off. We'll go ahead and give it some gas. That downshift was seamless. Awesome. Now we'll take this freeway exit here. Of course, with all that go power, we need that stopping power. These drilled rotors do create a lot of confidence too, in case anyone does jet in ahead of you, if you have to be defensive. That braking response is awesome. Now the neat thing about the Sport Chrono or the drive mode switch is that it can be engaged at any point. As you saw earlier when I put it in sport mode, I was rolling. This can be done static or within movement. Now there's a little bit of construction here, so I won't jump on the throttle. And I will turn it back to its normal drive mode. And as you do that, the car just relaxes. It does feel like more of just your driver's car. Get in, drive, you know, put your hand on the wheel, take control. As wonderful as a performance car as the Boxster S is, it doesn't need to be driven like that all the time. For just the coastal cruiser, Sunday drive, or date night, excellent drive. Now, as we get clear of the construction, we're gonna hit another green light here. For now, I'm gonna engage the vehicle into Sport Plus. See those RPMs jump, and we'll go hammer down. Wow. Puts you in your seat. Gosh, she gallops to 70 miles an hour and just wants to keep going. Unbelievable. And anytime you hit the gas, the car knows exactly where you want it to be. Those gears are already engaged. Unbelievable. When the vehicle is engaged in Sport or Sport Plus, you might notice a little harder downshifting. Right turn here, make sure we're safe, and we are. Let's go. All right, let's try this banking right one more time as we head to the 10 west. That stability management keeps you planted. The car does not want to break free. For a low-riding vehicle, it feels like such a cloud. It just drives and accelerates. Unbelievable. Now our off-ramp here has a little bit of an S-curve, albeit a wider one. Just floats. The way it attacks the corners. Truly can drive this car any way you wish. Now I'm at a red light again. I'm gonna go ahead and put the vehicle back to its normal mode. Once it does that, the auto start-stop function will be engaged again. However, you can turn that off manually right here if you don't care for it. This is a hard right turn, 90 degrees. Doesn't even flinch. Love it. Absolutely love it. Steering in the vehicle is responsive, it's as if it's an extension of your body. Comfortable locations at your 10 and 2 here. Feels the hand well. This truly is a well-balanced machine.